first thing on the top of your page. You're just saying los pronombres. Let me show you what that looks like. Los pronombres. And I said that meant, just remember? Pronouns. 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 You actually see the word nombres in there. And nombres mean names. So names, pronouns are actually names because a pronoun is a person, place, or thing. Muy bien. Okay, person, place, or thing. So pronombres. The very first pronombre that we're going to put down is yo. And what does yo mean? I. And that's typically who you're talking about, yourself. You guys are all so self-centered, right? I. Yo, yo, yo. I'm giving you a hard time. Okay, but yo is obviously who you are, so that's going to be the one that you use probably most frequently, yo. Another one that you're going to use very frequently is tú, which is talking about your friend, okay, whoever you're with. Tú. T and then U with an accent. And if it doesn't have the accento, it's a whole different word. So you've got to have el accento over the U. See?
What does it mean without the accent?
It means your. Okay, so instead of saying you would be talking about your libro or your lápiz or something like that. So tú means you. But this is your friend, or I'm just going to say it's friendly. Tú is you, friendly. Which actually I feel like tú sounds like you. So that one's kind of easy to remember. The next one, however, is pretty different. Usted. Usted, you're going to see written out like this, usted, or oftentimes you'll see it capital U-D period. That's the abbreviation for usted. So whenever you see either of those, either UD period or usted, it means you, but it's formal. And the best way I can think of to make an analogy with this, because we don't have two ways to say you. We say you and we say you. Okay. The best way I can think of to make this analogy would be whenever you're talking to someone who's older or a policeman or someone in authority, a lot of times what we will say is ma'am or sir. Okay? So say a police pulls you over, probably you're going to say, okay, sir, here's my license, sir. Let me get my registration, sir. You see how that works? Okay, if you're helping a lady with her groceries, because I know you do this all the time, right, Jose? Yes, okay. You would say, ma'am, can I help you load your groceries in your car? I'd be happy to help you, ma'am. Do you see how you're like, not all the time?
Does my family count?
Are you feeling convicted right now like you should be doing this? And yes, your family does count.
All right, yeah.
Okay? So, ma'am is a way that you would say you, usted. It's a formal way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that in parentheses. Sir or ma'am. So that's kind of what you're saying when you say usted. Usted is like saying, yes, ma'am, I'd be happy to help you. Okay, the next one that we're going to talk about is él. Él means he, and it's E with an accent. If you don't have the accent, it means a whole nother word. Teresa, cue the magic. What do you ask?
What does it mean?
What is the other one? Okay, él without an accent is the. You guys already knew that, didn't you? Why did you know that?
Movies.
Okay, from movies.
In class.
Because we have that all the time. You know, el brazo, the arm. We have el lápiz. We have el whatever, you know. We have the article el all the time. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about el, meaning he. And then the way to say she is ella. She is ella. Now, does anybody know anybody named Ella? Like, that's a girl's name. You've heard of the name Ella, right? Okay, that name literally means she or her. So, which is kind of a funny name if you think about it. It's like a person just
It's
naming
like, hi, she.
naming their daughter she. It's like, yeah, it's a girl, she, Ella. Okay, now, changing colors up. Making a switch because we are now talking about plurales. Plurales. And so the plural of yo, anytime you have yourself included and some other people, whether it's one other person or muchas personas, it's going to be we, which is nosotros. Nosotros. And I'm going to go ahead and put nosotras because if it's all girls, then it's nosotras. And that means we. Nosotros would be a combination of girls and guys, or if it's all guys. Nosotras, we know for sure it's all girls in the group. Okay, and that's the plural then of yo. The plural of two is vosotros. Vosotros. So you just change the N to a V, and it actually, if you remember, the V in Spanish is more of a V. Vosotros. Vosotros. And that means you guys. You guys. Now, if you live in Texas or somewhere down south, it's more like y'all. Okay? Well, yes, Teresa, you're from down south, right? So, for Teresa and those who are just country at heart, it's y'all, right? Y'all. So you guys. Now, I do want to point out, need another marker for this color, using rojo, because this is importante. Vosotros is only used in España. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put España up here. España only. Spain. That is the only Spanish-speaking country that uses vosotros. All the other ones use the thing that I'm going to show you next. Okay? So, the only place where you're going to use vosotros, in fact, a lot of books don't even have vosotros in it because they're like, well, only Spain uses it. But I'm guessing you guys are going to travel to Spain someday. You're going to need to know the vosotros form. All right? So, moving on. The next one, if you're wanting to do you formal, or again, everywhere else, if it's just the plural, like you guys, then you're going to use ustedes. Ustedes. And you'll see it like this if it's abbreviated. And that's saying the same thing. You guys or y'all. Okay? I guess I don't have to be that lazy. I can actually write this out. There. So you guys or you all is ustedes. But again, in Spain, if you're with your friends, you're going to say vosotros. If you're talking to a police officer and there's two of them, in Spain, you're going to say ustedes. In Mexico, you're never going to use vosotros. They will look at you and be like, oh yeah, I think I kind of have heard about that, but they don't use it. In Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, they don't use vosotros. Okay, next we have the plural of él is ellos, meaning they. And in fact, it kind of looks like it'd be the plural of él.
It would be the plural ella.
Uh-huh. So it's just got los on the end and you drop the accent. And then this one's even more easier. That's not proper English. Okay. Ellas, which also means they. But what's the difference? ¿Qué es la diferencia, Jose?
Ellos can mean like when it's like either a combination of boys and girls
Mhm.
or all boys, and ellas is just for all girls.
That's right. So I'll just put in here, girls only. Muy bien. So ellos, combinación de muchachos y muchachas, or just muchachos, and ellas is solo muchachas. Okay, any preguntas over any of the pronombres? You guys got them?